Right. This is USD CHF, and then this is the 3 month chart data. Based on my own perspective, I realized that this fall from here either to down has been as a result of this fair value gap on the monthly time frame. Can see that. So that's why I usually say go to the monthly time frame to see things for yourself. Very, very important. So price traded into this fair value gap and begins to drop down. But then let's go to 1 month time frame to see some very important stuff that could help us as we go on. So to 1 month time frame. So 1 month time frame, what can we see here? So following the fall of price from this fair value gap, another fair value gap on the monthly time frame was, has been formed. Price traded down and down and down. But then I'm concerned mostly about this, how price begins to drive higher from here. I'm concerned about this price action here. So what can we see? We can see that September 2024, October, November, December. All right. So there was a stop point. The low of January 2024 was taken out by price action. This also confirms the stuff that ICT has been teaching and how it is playing out here. Old low has a very good impact on price, especially on the higher time frame. And we can also actually see an inversion fair value gap. There was a candle close it beyond it, and of course December candle retraced a little into it. That is inversion fair value gap giving price support higher, and this is on a monthly time frame. So this is the stop point, the inversion fair value gap I'm showing. Price retrace got some support. It has taken out a 1 month high here. So let's just see going into next year 2025 if price is willing to do more on USD CHF. So on the weekly time frame, is there anything else we would love to see? Okay, on the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. All right. So this is the monthly stop point that we saw that changed the direction of price for a good number of time. Just to draw your attention to this CESA liquidity here, price in fact entered into it and then took out this fair value gap here, turned this to inversion fair value gap, and then what can you see? And I like the idea of seeing a fair value gap formed and seeing it overlapping with an inversion fair value gap. I love that idea very well. I love it. It is so sure. Look at the fair value gap. This high here and this low here. The gap in between them. Price retrace into it. And then we can see that it begins to trade higher. So inversion fair value gap, price retraced, and then price continue higher. This is a weekly chart. So here also, what can we see? After the stop point, price in fact closing on this fair value gap here turns it to an inversion fair value gap, And then we can see that there is a small little fair value gap on the inversion fair value gap. I love it really like this because price will eventually seek those areas and then trade into it. So we could see price made inversion fair value gap and a little fair value gap here. So price traded into it. So it's just to ingrain this idea of inversion fair value gap and fair value gap. When those kind of things occur in price action, it actually solidifies the idea that the price is making. So another stuff here also that we are seeing here is that this inversion fair value gap was also traded through, and there was also a formation of fair value gap here. We can in fact see that price traded into it and then continue higher. I love this kind of stuff. I love seeing it over and over again. So that's on the weekly time frame, and I really want to see if price is willing to enter into this fair value gap. You can see, and this old high. So I can begin to set my or frame my ideas, my trading ideas around these two areas here, waiting for price to just make a little retracement into this range here, and then want to see price enter into this site and things like that. So let's go to daily time frame. Now this is a daily time frame, and all our levels is just showing here. Let me go back to weekly. I need to undo some stuff here. So this one should only be seen here. Only, yes, I want that one to be seen there only, and then this one should be seen here only. Okay, let's now go back to daily time frame. On the daily time frame, very easy stuff. We can see here this stop point, this first stop point happen. This is the larger time frame, and the 1 month, 3 month old low. This price has not actually hit it at first, so it went up, run down lower again before it takes this low here, and then several other markets, choppy markets here, and then you see price entering into it over and over again. But at last, on daily time frame, price actually broke this fair value gap here. After breaking it went higher, retraced, hit it just a little. It almost got into this small fair value gap here on the daily time frame. But these things happen in market, that what you see happen over and over again might at a time fail. So price continue higher from there anyway. So what happened here? This is a weekly fair value gap. So before the fair value gap was formed, okay, should I say before now? It has been formed, and price retraced into this fair value gap and then broke through the weekly fair value gap. Now this was the small little fair value gap on the weekly fair value gap. So even price still entered into the weekly fair value gap like that, and this was after entering into that fair value gap, it broke this fair value gap here, forming an inversion fair value gap. And then what do you see? Price in fact entered into the fair value gap. Price entered into the fair value gap like twice after the closure here. It entered once, it entered twice, and then blew higher. So very important concept, very simple. So from here, this is a daily time frame. I want to really draw attention. This is actually a break of market structure, and after an impulsive move like this that breaks market structure, you want to expect a retracement into 62% retracement level, and this is a fair value gap. Obviously, This areas that is shooted up, this one is looking like another block. So we want to see price retreat into this fair value gap and into 62% retracement level around here before we see that price may in fact want to target this area and target this area. So this is a nice way to frame trade setup with the knowledge of the ongoing bullish bias. This market has really shown us that it wants to move higher, and then we are able to see the price actually is moving with a good force. So we're waiting for market around here to see how far it can go inside this place, and I really love it entering into this place very well. So into next week, you'll be checking how price have done. If price trade above here, enters here, I want to see if it is able to enter into this eye. These are liquidity areas and into these eyes. So if that should happen, it's a nice one. And then we'll be expecting that price will enter into this larger time frame fair value gap here. So if that should happen, we want to set ourselves for at least a good ride on this. So I'm looking at these areas of liquidity, this area of liquidity here, this area of liquidity here, and this large area of liquidity here. So once price is able to enter into those places, these are trades that you want to actually take, and it's a whole lot of pips, and it's a whole lot of pips. So till next time, till I come your way, bye.